All right, in this video, I'm going to go behind the scenes and let you know if Squarespace sucks for SEO like people say it does, or if it's actually pretty good. And then we will go a little bit more into how to hack the behind the scenes of your Squarespace website so it's all set up for SEO and starting to rank on Google. Hey, if you don't know me, my name is Becca and I am a Squarespace and Showit website designer, and I also have Squarespace courses. I love helping especially new entrepreneurs design their website and make a website that actually converts. All right, so let's get into it. First of all, I want to share a few unpopular opinions that I have about SEO and Squarespace. First of all, your website platform doesn't matter. So stop researching whether WordPress is best or Showit or Squarespace is best. It doesn't matter what website platform you are on. It matters what you're doing on the back end to optimize it, and then it matters like what you're doing to stay consistent, like blogging, things like that. So whatever platform you enjoy, that's probably going to be your best bet. Second unpopular opinion, even if you can't blog weekly, even if you can't blog monthly, have a blog. I have so many people come to me and just say, I'm not going to be able to blog. It's just, I don't have the time, so I don't need that page. Just set up the page, write a couple blogs, and then let it go dead for a while, because at least it's doing something for you, especially if those blogs have some keyword phrases that are applicable to your industry and what people would search for. So have a blog. Third and final unpopular opinion is using the same keyword phrase over and over, especially on the same page, is not going to help you. First of all, Google might track this as keyword stuffing, but Google is really a smart little beast, right? So they know synonyms. You don't need to repeat, Minnesota website designer over and over again. You can use similar things, and Google will be able to know what you're all about. So those are some unpopular opinions. Let's go into the back end of Squarespace. Here we have a website, and we are going to optimize this site so it can be found on Google. So first and foremost, let's go over to pages and blog. Like I said, I really think you should have a blog. This one has not obviously started using it, but go into old blog posts that you potentially have and update them with, if you wrote it 2 years ago, you've probably written more blogs since then. So update those old blog posts with internal links to applicable blog posts, or maybe linking to your about page, your different pages that you've maybe created. And that is going to help you out a lot. Another thing is to go into each and every page. So I'm going to show you how to do this and update the page title and meta description. So if we go right here to this little settings icon, we can go straight to SEO, and we are going to want to update this SEO title and this SEO description. Before you do this, you might want to do some keyword research and just try to figure out if what you think would be a good SEO title is actually what people are searching for. A lot of times clients will come in and say, I want to be known for this really specific, wedding photographer, and people aren't searching that. So just try to make sure that it's applicable. Generally speaking, if you use, if you're a location-based business, of course, use that. And then I would also put your, the name of your business. So this is Mommy's Solutions, and you can put a dash in between. And Squarespace does that right up here too. So I would, I would maybe even get a little bit more specific than just pumping bra. And you want to make sure that your SEO title is relevant to that page. So if you're just using pumping bra on every single page, or whatever the industry is, that's not going to really tell you what that particular page is about. So if it's your about page, what can you say that maybe tells them what the page is actually about? Is it about you? Let's put some of those keywords in there, and not just the keyword that you're trying to rank for. So for me, for example, I might do small business website designer and then dash Rebecca Reed Creative. They do say how many characters they want you to do right here. I don't really pay attention to that. If it goes over, it's okay. Next is the meta description right here, or the SEO description. And this is when you are on Google and somebody searches, website designers course, Squarespace, or whatever it is. What is popping up under here? Right here. That is the meta description. So you want to make this really enticing and catchy, this is your opportunity to actually draw them in to that page. And then, of course, you want that line to be applicable to whatever the page is about. So that is all about the back end of SEO right there. Next, we will go into photos. So I would suggest, prior to ever even uploading your photo to Squarespace, I think it's best to rename the file right on your desktop or wherever it is. And you can put dashes in between. So if you're, if the photo is, whatever, you're a chef, I don't know, advertising your services, you can do like Nashville chef and then .jpg or whatever. So you just want to make sure it's retitled. A lot of times they'll have like img123.jpg. Nobody's going to search that. So make sure you retitle those photos. And then in Squarespace, you can actually do some SEO with photos. So let's go to a page that has some photos. And we'll go edit, double click the image. And you can change this image alt text. So some tips with the image alt text. This explains what the photo is, because when screen readers, for potentially people who have trouble seeing, are reading the photo, you want to explain exactly what the photo is. So this is a mom holding her newborn baby, and then hopefully you can add in there maybe what your keyword is as well. So this one says, new mom breastfeeding. That could work. Maybe she is about to do that, and it is related to that particular thing. So yeah, that would work. Just I think that's supposed to say new, not now. So we'll make those changes and then we'll go done and make sure it's all saved. So those are what we want to do with photos. That is a great little SEO hack right there. The best hack, and I kind of touched on this in the beginning, for SEO in these coming years, especially with like AI, if you've heard at all about that, becoming a thing, you want to create unique content. So I'm referring to blogging primarily. If you are creating content that is very unique and it has testimonials or interesting perspectives, this is something that AI, which are like, if you put in like a little title, it'll write you a whole blog post, which great, but if it's pulling, what that AI tool is doing is it's pulling content from the web. So it's pulling whatever topic that is related, it's pulling other people's like content to create a blog post. So you want your blog post to be very unique, because Google doesn't want these tools to take over, right? I guess I don't really know. I haven't talked to Google, but that's my opinion. So they can tell if 100 sites have the exact same content on it. So make sure that your content is unique. And a great way to do this is embedding custom videos. YouTube is owned by Google, so preferably editing like YouTube videos would be great. But just make it so that, AI readers couldn't potentially copy it. And it's unique content. That's the next thing, right? Going in and blogging, creating unique content, and also on the actual website page, you're going to want to create unique content. So add in those testimonials. Also, that's just going to keep people longer on that page because it's interesting. So that's like my biggest SEO hack, tip, whatever. I call it blogging and mingling. And I go more into why I call it blogging and mingling into a free 3-day training that I have if you are interested in going through that SEO training. And I'll link it below. And then I also have an SEO checklist that kind of goes along with that. So if this is like really overwhelming you, you can have that checklist and just slowly start checking off. Okay, just a few more things that I wanted to touch on. Is one big thing is mobile friendly, right? So you can come right on over to here and check it out on mobile. And just make sure that, whether you need to reposition the photo or whatever, make sure it all looks good. Obviously, you're getting scored on that. Google is scoring you, so you just want to make sure that it'll bump you up if you have a mobile-friendly website. So those are my tips. I hope you guys found this helpful. Again, if you want that freebie for the 3-day training or the checklist, I will link it below. And let me know if you have any questions about Squarespace. or how to make things SEO friendly. I also have a course that guides you through exactly how to implement all of these SEO tips and more on your Squarespace website, and I'll link it below.